A lot of horror movies have sequels. Many of them turn out well, many of them don't turn out well. But how do we know which ones are the crappiest and which ones are the good sequels? Well, that's what my list is about. This is my top five. Read the title. And, well, let's start with number five, Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, this the very first one was pretty good. I liked how it had these two siblings just driving down the road, just trying to get home, and this creature called the Creepers chasing them, trying to uh, take one of them and just take off any body part that it needs in order for it to live longer. I mean, you see in its lair, there's hundreds of bodies all stitched together on the walls, on the ceilings. Sorry, the ceilings, the wall. And that was just scary. And how it ended was just wow. I mean, how that guy died, it's just that's gotta be very painful. The sequel, on the other hand, you don't really care much about the kids, the high school kids. They're on this school bus heading back home after a football game. You don't really care much about it because you don't get a lot of time to get to know them. I mean, there is some time, but not enough for character development, and that's always been a problem with this one. One of the girls, I even found her annoying. I guess, she had a vision about what was gonna happen and what this creature is. I mean, why was she there? Why didn't she die? She's so annoying. She really is annoying. She keeps telling everybody, "We can't kill it. It's gonna come back years later." Blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh! Shut the fuck up. Just die. Just Creeper. Just kill her off. Just take her up. Just take her with you, please. Take her. The only one good about in the sequel was the farmer who lost his son to the Creeper, and he made this harpoon weapon to try killing it. And I like that. I like this guy was pretty cool until he decided to stitch the creature back up and have it hanging on the wall of his barnyard. Oh yeah, he does that. He decided instead of keeping it uh, separate from its limbs and wings, he decided to put them back together just to kill it again. I guess I really don't know. The guy is old and he thinks that he's gonna be able to kill it again. Dude, keep it apart. Don't stitch it together. That's stupid. Very stupid, but not as stupid as The Omen. Now, the original Omen was pretty good. I liked Damien in this movie, the little kid. I mean, he was just scary, especially how he's even scarier than the kid in the Omen remake. He really was. And that's what I liked about that movie, and how you could tell this kid knows he's the son of the devil, and that is just wow. The sequels, on the other hand, questionable, very questionable. I mean, in the sequel, he finds out he's the devil's son, and he's okay with it now. And in the third one, he rises to power and tries to kill all these babies because he thinks one of them will be Christ coming back for the second coming. I don't know. All I do know is that I really wish that it had been done better. I'm not even gonna mention the Omen 4, which apparently involves Damien's daughter. I don't know. All I do know is that the Omen sequels ruined it for me. It kind of ruined the whole Omen thing, and even the remake couldn't help it. Number three is Paranormal Activity. Now, the very first Paranormal Activity was not scary, but it was a good time to watch, and it was a good horror movie to even watch on Halloween. And that's what I liked about this movie. I mean, there's been many found footage films out there, but this one was not bad, and it was pretty good. And the sequel to this was good as well, especially how it connected with the first one. I like that. I like a sequel that connects with the first one. That's a good thing to have. But then we have the third one, which involved a cult and witches. That they lost me there. They lost me there. And then there was that fourth one involving that girl, and apparently her neighbors was the possessed woman from the first movie and the kids she took from the second. I didn't care much for that either. And then there was that another Paranormal Activity, which apparently is not connected to the movie, even though it does have the name Paranormal Activity. Yeah, but apparently it's not connected to the other ones. But still, I think this one was a little better than the fourth one, but still doesn't help it much. And apparently the other one is supposed to come out, that was supposed to come out last year, is not going to come out until next year, until probably January. That's what I heard. I don't know. All I know is that, you know, I think they're trying to make this the better a better Paranormal Activity movie, but honestly, you really can't, especially when you throw in cult and witches. It's just wow. But hey, it's not as bad as Saw, right? I mean, that one had way too many sequels, and you really do lose the audience when you have the same old formula over and over and over again. I mean, yeah, other horror movies had that, but this one, I mean, the very first one was pretty good. It had a good plot twist, and it had those devices that you have to go through in order to live. The cage filled with barbed wires, and the other one where you have this device on your head, and if you don't take it off, it's gonna rip your jaw apart, and you have to cut this guy open who's still alive, and just to get the key, just to get it out, the device off. That was pretty cool, and that's a scary thought, especially if you wake up in a room with another person right and across the room from you, and you're chained to a toilet or you're chained to a pipe or whatever, and the only way to get the chain off is to cut your foot off. I mean, that's just scary, and that's something I don't think anybody wants to ever go through. But the sequels, as I said, they kept reusing the same old formula, same predictable twists at the end. Not as good, and especially the last one. The last one was not good at all, and I really wish they had done better. They should have done better if this was the last one. But apparently it's not, because they're gonna make another one. Fuck you guys. And of course we have the last one, the worst horror movie with sequels. Sequels that were just bad. This is Friday the 13th. Yeah, Friday the 13th, without question, had bad sequels, really bad sequels. I mean, the very first one was pretty good. I liked how, we thought the serial killer was a man, but instead it turned out to be Jason Voorhees' mother, who was a little nuts. But then we had the sequel, which had Jason, and, we had to wait a while before he could have the hockey mask, which would be his image. I like that hockey mask. It was pretty cool how they put that there with Jason, and I think it fit well. It fit him well. But then we had just way too many sequels. There was one where apparently Jason wasn't alive, or really was, or it was all in some guy's mind that he was Jason or something, and how, Jason was went to New York and apparently was not noticed by anybody with a hockey mask and was killing people. Nobody noticed that. Nobody in New York noticed that. Wow. Then we had the Jason Goes to Hell, where he possesses people, and he's trying to possess this kid, and apparently Jason's talking, and what the fuck is that all about? I mean, it did lead to Freddy vs. Jason, but that wasn't good. But hey, it wasn't as bad as Jason X. That one ruined it for me. It ruined it for me, because Jason, I mean, he looked cool when he went to space, and, Kane Hodder, without question, is a great Jason. But Jason getting an upgrade, getting a metal arm, a metal mask, a metal body, I mean, what? This just went to a horror movie, to a freaking sci-fi thing. I don't mind sci-fi movies, but not with Jason. Never with Jason. Please, never with Jason. Well, that's it, everybody. If you guys had a different opinion about the horror movies that have bad sequels, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think, and I will be here next time to give you more love and more entertainment. Take care, and hopefully when they do horror sequels, they're not bad.